Each of us is unique. We have different culture, backgrounds, races, norms, and so much more. As students and citizens, we are constantly interacting and socializing with people from diverse cultures. In this way, we collect and organize video clips on the school's best cultural diversity practices and evaluate whether cultural diversity is a school advantage or problem, and examine how it affects classroom learning and teaching. Now, here are the 5 video clips on the school's best practices of cultural diversity.
In our classroom, we have a whole diverse group of students who come to us. I have the opportunity to really broaden their understanding so that when they step outside, they approach every situation, every person with an open mind, because the person that they see in front of the classroom, she's different.
Oh, that's nice, Flower. Children, especially at this age, need positive role models. A lot of students come from single-parent households. Maybe they don't have a male figure at home, and they need someone to look up to, especially the boys. Was it airplane robot?
And to see a successful minority teacher who's reflective of them, I think is a powerful message.
The teachers wear so many other hats. We're life coaches, we're counselors. We are father figures. We're all these different things because these are what our students need.
We need a clean area. It's not only about teaching students content and taking tests, it's about growth as a person.
Diversity and inclusion means to me that people who are different should be included to stuff.
For me, diversity and inclusion, especially in the context of the children's school, is a place where kids can see themselves in the faces of leadership and teachers and their colleagues, and where they can really show fully who they are.
For our students, as they are coming into their own and figuring out who they are and their place in the world, this is reaffirming them as individuals, and it's encouraging them to show up as their authentic selves so that their relationships that they're forming, their opinions and ability to speak their truth, they're able to do that.
Why do people hate? They hate for many reasons, I'm very sad to say. But it doesn't always have to be this way.
The school could be the beacon where children of all faiths and backgrounds and experiences and family structures and races and ethnicities could come and find that they were not the only ones.
You look around, you can see the diversity. And for a family like ours that is a biracial couple and a same-sex couple, it's wonderful to look around and feel some sense of inclusion. I feel like, gosh, I belong, and it feels safe.
There aren't that many places that embrace it the way this place does. It really is a central part of the children's school and terribly important. It's really important, especially at the younger ages, when you are learning based on what you see, not so much what you're internalizing.
I think where TCS is really unique because here everybody is included. There's nobody who's off and won't let anybody else join them.
It is rare that you walk onto a campus when you see as much diversity as you see, but there is a feeling as well here at the Children's School where you know that it goes beyond the things that you can see.
When I first arrived here, one of the very first stories that I heard from other faculty members and members of the administration who had been here for a long time was about Lila McDill.
Lila thought that all kids could learn, all kids have something to offer because of their race, their culture, where they are emotionally, physically, different academics where they are.
From the time I started at the Children's School, which was 27 years ago, it's always been a diverse community, which is one of the reasons why every year seems like a different year.
I'm in my first year at the Children's School as assistant head of school, but my 10th year as a parent. And so what's been evident for a very long time is this is the right place for my children. By definition, as an educator, I'm very picky about where I would send my kids. So when this opportunity came up, the same reasons that I felt like this was a match for my child and we felt like it was a match for our family is the same list of reasons why I would want to be working here and have that culture really be part of the educational vision.
At the end of the day, it's the culture that defines the community, not the other way around. And so my attention as the head of school every single day, more than strategy and more than program, is actually on protecting and developing the culture of the children's school. It's our job as educators and parents to create that community outside, just like we are creating that community here at the children's school inside.
I think there are many things that we learn growing up, and I think as adults it's important to be reminded about those values. And I always thought about it in terms of the kids. I never thought it in terms about me. I think that's really important because I want to be the best parent I can be, because I feel very fortunate to have these children.
This morning in The Modern Parent, we celebrate diversity. Our country, our state, and our families are full of diversity. We are all different, and that's what makes us special. So we spoke with Kelly from the Children's Workshop about the importance of teaching kids about diversity.
As educators, we certainly deal with a lot of diversity. We have many different cultures, backgrounds. Basically, our families come in all different shapes and sizes.
Positive adult role models are important.
It's the families, the parents, the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, those given, and then our staff, our educators, our directors. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're laying the foundation, that we're providing this environment that's very inclusive, and that it fosters kindness and respect for all differences and similarities as well.
Incorporate diversity in the home and classroom.
You can start off with different items. It can be simple things where we want to have diverse cultures and backgrounds representative in the book selection that we have. We want to make sure our toys are reflective of the children that we have within the classroom. Children like to see their own faces within the schools and facilities that they're attending. It makes them feel really good, and it makes them feel like they're valued.
Acknowledge the differences.
When kids think and look at each other or look at other adults, do they see differences? Yes, of course they do. Starting at age 2 or 3, they see that, mom has blonde hair and dad has brown hair. I may have light skin and you may have dark skin. My teacher is short, the principal is tall. So they start to see these things, and the way they deal with these differences is based on the influences and behaviors of the adults and children around them.
And start early.
When you think of diversity, it's not a specific time or you're gauging it like, let's talk about diversity today. It should be incorporated in all of your language as adults, right? We want to start right from the beginning saying that differences are great and similarities are great. Let's celebrate them all. We can learn from each other.
Another way to incorporate diversity in your home, introduce a new culture with foods from that region.
Hola, konnichiwa. We're going around the world!
Hello, today I'm taking students on a trip around the world to learn about kids in different cultures. No Magic School Bus here, and with our wide assortment of value-priced educational tools and decorations, you can easily transform any multicultural lesson plan into a classroom event that your kids won't soon forget. So come on in and join the fun. What country is known for wooden shoes and tulips? Jacob.
Holland.
Good job. What country is a group of islands and they speak Japanese? Latea.
Japan.
Good job. What country do they wear sombreros? Alex.
Mexico.
Good job. Your class will surely get caught up in the excitement of bouncing around the world today. But don't forget that giving kids the chance to relax and play is also really important. Keep your world tour theme going strong with an assortment of fun games, activities, and even costumes to help get them excited and motivated. Handing out gift boxes filled with activities, toys, writing tools can be a great way to help the kids remember what they've learned throughout the day as they continue having fun after the bell rings. What are you waiting for? With our guaranteed lowest prices and wide selection of around-the-world fun, it's easier than ever to start your students' worldwide adventure. Log on to orientaltrading.com. Au revoir!
Adios, amigos!
Hola, mi amigos. My name is Sonia Niero, and I'm here to talk to you about multicultural education.
When I was younger, I experienced discrimination for being a Spanish speaker. Often my teachers thought there was something wrong with speaking a language other than English. This is an experience no child should have to suffer in school. This is why I advocate for a multicultural education, because multicultural education is the first step to educational equity. What is equity? Equity includes equal educational opportunities while demanding fairness and the real possibility of equal outcomes for all students. No child should have to go through the painful dilemma of choosing between family and school and of what inevitably becomes a choice between belonging and succeeding. An education program should focus on two things: raising achievement of all students and providing them with equal and equitable education, and giving students opportunity to become productive members of democratic society. This means that the skills, talents, and experiences that students bring to their education need to be considered the starting points for further schooling. Education affects who students become in the future, so providing an equal education for all students, regardless of cultural or linguistic differences, should be the priority of this nation. Gracias y adiós, amigos.